Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Tonight, we delve into the cold, unforgiving embrace of the unknown. We're talking about places where the darkness is absolute, where the air hangs heavy with secrets, where every echo might be the last sound you ever hear. We're talking about underground tunnels and the people who have vanished within their depths, never to be seen again. We've got 3 stories for you tonight, 3 chilling tales of mystery and disappearance that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the world beneath our feet. So, lock your doors, turn off the lights, and get ready to explore the terrifying reality of those who dared to venture into the abyss. Paris, the city of love, the city of lights. But beneath the bustling streets and charming cafes lies a darker secret, a labyrinth of death and silence. The catacombs of Paris, a sprawling network of tunnels holding the remains of millions, a place where the living rarely tread. It's here in this subterranean city of bones that our first story takes us. A group of 4 friends, urban explorers drawn to the mysteries hidden beneath the surface, decided to venture into the restricted areas of the catacombs. They were experienced, equipped with headlamps and maps, confident in their ability to navigate the darkness. They descended into the cold, damp air, their laughter echoing off the walls of skulls and femurs, their headlamps casting dancing shadows that seemed to writhe and twist like phantoms. They documented their journey, their excitement palpable in the shaky footage captured on their cameras. But as they ventured deeper, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. The laughter ceased, replaced by a hushed reverence for the sheer volume of the dead that surrounded them. They reached a section of the catacombs that even seasoned explorers avoided. A place where the tunnels narrowed, the air thick with the dust of ages, the silence so profound it felt like a living presence. They pressed on, their headlamps cutting through the darkness, revealing strange markings on the walls, symbols etched into the stone, their meaning lost to time. Then silence. The footage abruptly cuts out, the silence broken only by the static hiss of a disconnected feed. Days turned into weeks, then months. The group, young and full of life, vanished without a trace. Search parties scoured the catacombs, their calls echoing unanswered through the silent tunnels. The official investigation concluded that they had become lost and succumbed to the unforgiving environment. But rumors began to circulate, whispers of a darkness that resided within the catacombs, a malevolent presence that guarded the secrets of the dead. Some whispered of ancient rituals, of sacrifices made in the depths of the earth, of a gatekeeper who jealously guarded the entrance to the underworld. Others spoke of strange lights seen flickering in the distance, of disembodied voices that echoed through the tunnels, of a cold, unseen hand that pulled the unwary into the darkness. The truth, like the missing explorers, remains buried somewhere in the cold, dark heart of the catacombs, a chilling reminder that some places are best left undisturbed. The catacombs, a silent testament to mortality, hold their secrets close. The missing explorers became another chapter in the macabre history of this subterranean necropolis. Their story serves as a warning, a reminder that even in the heart of a bustling city, darkness can consume those who dare to venture too close to its edge. Our next descent takes us beneath the roaring streets of New York City to the intricate network of tunnels that snake beneath the city that never sleeps. The New York City subway system, a lifeline for millions, a labyrinth of steel and concrete, a place where the echoes of the city above mingle with the screech of metal and the rumble of passing trains. It's here, in the bowels of the city, that our next story unfolds. A seasoned maintenance worker, a man who knew the tunnels like the back of his hand, vanished without a trace, his disappearance leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a chilling silence that echoed through the empty tunnels. He was tasked with a routine inspection, a job he'd done countless times before, his toolkit in hand, his radio crackling with the mundane chatter of the transit authority. He entered the tunnel, the familiar smell of ozone and steel greeting him, his headlamp cutting through the darkness, illuminating the graffiti-covered walls and the glinting rails that stretched out before him like metallic serpents. He began his inspection, his footsteps echoing in the confined space, his radio crackling with his periodic reports. Then a change.
Mayday, mayday, I've got something down here. It's not human. Get me out of here.
The transmission cut out, the silence that followed deafening, the air thick with a palpable sense of dread. Rescue crews were dispatched immediately, their sirens wailing through the tunnels, their lights cutting through the darkness, searching for any sign of the missing worker. They found his toolkit, his hard hat resting on the tracks, but of the man himself, there was no sign. The tunnels, usually alive with the hum of electricity and the rumble of trains, were eerily silent, the air heavy with an unseen presence. Days turned into weeks, the search growing colder with each passing hour. The official investigation concluded that the worker, perhaps disoriented or panicked, had wandered into a restricted area and met with an accident. But those who knew the tunnels whispered of something else, something ancient and evil that lurked in the shadows, something that called the darkness its home. They spoke of strange occurrences, of sudden drops in temperature, of disembodied whispers carried on the wind, of a darkness that seemed to have a life of its own. The missing worker became another unsolved mystery, his story a chilling reminder that even in the most familiar of places, darkness can lurk just beneath the surface, waiting to claim the unwary. The tunnels, once a symbol of human ingenuity, now held a new secret, a terrifying reminder that some mysteries are best left buried in the darkness. Chapter 3. Our final descent takes us deep into the heart of Appalachia, to a place where the mountains hold secrets as old as time itself. The Appalachian Mountains, a place of rugged beauty, of ancient forests and hidden hollows, of folklore and whispered legends. It's here in the shadow of these ancient peaks that our final and perhaps most unsettling story unfolds.
A family, seeking adventure, decided to explore an abandoned mine, a relic of a bygone era. The mine, a gaping maw in the side of the mountain, had long been abandoned, the timbers rotting, the air thick with the smell of damp earth.
Locals warned them against it, their faces etched with a fear that ran deeper than any superstition. That mine's cursed, they'd say, their voices hushed, their eyes darting nervously towards the dark entrance. Those who go in, they don't come out the same.
But the family, their curiosity piqued, dismissed the warnings as mere superstition. They ventured into the mine, their headlamps cutting through the oppressive darkness, their voices echoing off the damp walls.
They explored the abandoned shafts, their headlamps illuminating the remnants of a bygone era. As they ventured deeper, the air grew heavy, thick with an unseen presence. The laughter ceased, replaced by an uneasy silence. The children, their initial excitement waning, clung to their parents, their eyes wide with a fear they couldn't articulate.
Then it happened. A cold wind swept through the tunnel, extinguishing their lamps, plunging them into absolute darkness. The sound of their screams echoed through the mine, bouncing off the walls, swallowed by the oppressive darkness. They fumbled for their lights, their hearts pounding in their chests.
When they finally managed to relight their lamps, their blood ran cold. They were no longer alone. Standing at the end of the tunnel, shrouded in shadow, was a figure, tall, gaunt, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. It didn't move, didn't speak. It just stood there, its presence radiating an aura of ancient evil.
The family, paralyzed with fear, could only watch in horror as the figure slowly extended a long, skeletal hand towards them. They fled, scrambling back the way they came, their headlamps casting grotesque shadows that danced on the tunnel walls. They ran until their lungs burned and their legs screamed for mercy. the image of the figure seared into their minds.
They emerged from the mine, blinking in the sunlight, their clothes torn, their faces pale with terror. They never spoke of what they saw, but the experience changed them. The children, once full of life, grew withdrawn, their eyes haunted by the memory of the figure in the mine. The parents, their faces etched with a terror that ran deeper than any nightmare, refused to speak of that day, their silence speaking volumes.
The mine, a silent testament to the darkness that lurks beneath the surface, claimed another victim that day. The family, their lives forever changed, became another chapter in the dark history of the Appalachian Mountains. Their story a chilling reminder that some places are best left undisturbed.
The darkness beneath our feet holds countless tales, some stranger than fiction. From the bone-chilling depths of the Parisian catacombs to the echoing silence of abandoned mines, the earth whispers its secrets to those who dare to listen. But be warned, for some mysteries are best left buried. We've explored the unsettling disappearances in underground tunnels, but the questions linger. What happened to those who vanished? What lurks in the shadows, waiting to claim its next victims? If you found these stories as unsettling as I did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the unknown. And let me know in the comments which story chilled you to the bone. Until next time, my friends, keep your lights on and your doors locked. Remember, the darkness is always listening.